Hey guys, welcome back. Today's class is to help you get rid of lower back pain after your pregnancy, which is something that is super common for women. You don't need any special props, just your mat, and we'll get started over on our hands and knees. So I'm going to get you to bring your knees as wide as your hips. You want your knees and hips aligned and your wrists and shoulders aligned. And we're just going to start with some nice, simple cat-cow poses just to warm up the spine, to release the muscles, to start to bring movement into your body. So take a breath in. You're going to lift your chin, tilt your pelvis, and lift your chest. As you do that, I want you to squeeze your shoulder blades in towards each other. Now we're going to do the opposite. You're going to exhale, you're going to round your spine and push it up towards the sky as you look towards your belly button. Beautiful work. Let's do that again. You breathe in, tailbone lifts, chest lifts, shoulder blades squeeze in towards each other. And now we're going to exhale and round and push up. Really exaggerating the movement so you get a lot of space in your body. And rounding. Let's do 2 more, you guys. And looking up. And rounding. Coming back to neutral, we're going to come into child's pose. So take your knees a little wider, bring your big toes to touch. We're going to sink our hips back towards our heels and then stretch and lengthen our arms forwards. So as you do this, you're pushing your hips back and then you're getting the opposing motion of stretching forward. So you get a big, long stretch in your back. Take some nice, long, deep breaths for me here. And then just walking your hands over to the right side of your mat. You can take it quite far so that you get a stretch down the left side of your body here. And then you're just going to come back up and we're going to walk our arms and stretch over to the other side. Okay, coming back up onto our hands and knees, we're just going to freestyle a little bit and just move our body. So just taking some circles with the hips. You can draw big circles, you can draw little circles, it really doesn't matter. I just want you to move. We're going to go in the other direction. Okay, and coming back, so we're going to work on a strengthening exercise now because as well as stretching the muscles, it's important to really strengthen the muscles so that we can stabilize the lower back. And both of those actions are really important in getting you pain-free. So I'm going to get you to stretch out your right leg. We're going to push through our heel here. I want you to engage your core. We need a strong core to stabilize and strengthen those back muscles. Reach your left arm forwards. We're going to take a breath in. Now as you exhale, we're curling in and stretch back out. And in, stretch back out. And in, you got 2 more. And release, you guys. Switch on over, left leg stretching out. Core engaging, we're lifting up away from the mat. Right arm stretching forwards, breath in. Exhale, we curl in, stretch back out. In, stretch back out. You got it. 3 more. and release. Coming into a down dog, you're going to tuck your toes under. We're going to lift our hips up. And we're going to push our heels down towards the mat here. Now, the important thing here is that your tailbone is lifted, your pelvis is rotating forwards, and then the weight's coming out of your arms, so you're pushing back here. Take a couple of breaths. You can move around and try to kind of release any tight, stuck spots. This is a position that it starts to feel good with practice, just like anything. As your body releases, the muscles become more supple and flexible, the pose feels a lot nicer. So just stay with it if it's feeling a little awkward. And then we're going to come down to our knees, stepping your right foot forwards. We're then going to sink down into the hips here. And so you're going to start to feel this through both legs, really. So you might be feeling it through the outer part of the front leg, and you might be feeling it through the front of the hip in the back leg. If this doesn't feel good for you, which for some people it really doesn't, I want you to come up and just place your hands on your knees, but the same action, you're sinking forwards. Now, if it's hurting your back knee, roll your mat up or grab yourself a pillow or something to cushion yourself, so you have a little bit of extra padding. We're going to hold it here for a few breaths. So I want you to be as comfortable as possible while you're in the stretch. So tightness in your hips. Can be a really common reason for your back pain. So we're working on opening, releasing the hips. Taking your leg back, we're going to switch on over, stepping your left foot forwards now, sinking down, finding that stretch. You can come up if you need to, if that feels better. One isn't better than the other, it's different, and it's what works for your body. And release. Take your leg back. We're going to work on another hip stretch. This one's half pigeon. So I'm going to get you to bring your right leg forwards like this. So things that you want to be mindful of is that your knee and your hip are more or less in a line. Then you're going to sink down into your hips. We stretch out the back leg. And then you just start to come forwards. So you feel this through the outer part of your front hip, through the glute area. You never want to feel it in your knee. If you do, then I must get you to come out. And so if you're really tight, this heel might be in towards you more, and you might be more lifted up like this, and that's perfectly okay. If you feel like you can and you need more of a stretch, just bring the foot forwards a little bit more. And we're just going to sink down. It's important to let go of our ego when we're stretching, because it's really not about getting as deep into the stretch as you can. It's about just noticing where your body is in this moment. We change daily. Breathing, stretching, enjoying it. And coming up, we're going to switch on over, do the other leg. And coming down again. And this is definitely my tighter side. Our bodies are not symmetrical, so just noticing if you have a tighter side. And just bringing awareness to our body. Connection. And then we're just going to release out of that position. I'm going to get you to come and lie down on your back now. We're going to take another strengthening position, another strengthening exercise. which is bridge. So I want you to bring your feet as wide as your hips. You're going to flatten your back to the ground. As you do that, your core engages. We're going to press our feet into the mat as you lift your hips up as high as you can. We're going to hold it here for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then slowly with control, we're rolling back down onto the mat. You can just let your muscles relax momentarily. Then we're going to flatten our back to the mat again. Core engages, press down through your feet, lifting our hips up as high as we can and holding it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down you come slowly. Nice work. Let's flatten the back. Let's roll up again. And down you come. Okay, so a little bit different now. I'm going to get you to come up once more. And then we're going to do little pulses. So you're going to drop halfway down, hips lift up. Halfway down, hips lift up. You got it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Almost there, you guys. 4, 3, 2, 1. And down we come. And we're going to hug our knees into our chest. Rock a little bit from side to side and press your lower back as much as you can down into the mat as you do that. So it's like a nice little massage into the ground. And then we're just going to end our class today with a nice twist. So hugging your knees into your chest, we're going to drop our knees to the right. You stretch out your left arm. It doesn't matter which way you look. You just find a place where your neck and your head is comfortable and just feel that stretch through your spine, through your chest, through your shoulder, through your armpit. And then we're just going to switch over, hug your knees back in, drop them to the left. Stretch out your right arm this time. And then just releasing. There you have it, guys. I really hope you enjoyed today's class, and most importantly, I hope that it helps with your back pain. Try to come back to this class as often as you can to really release and stabilize your muscles and to get you to a place where you're not in pain. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, subscribe to my channel, and leave me a comment. I'll see you for the next video. Bye, guys.